Hello, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast for today. I hope you're doing wonderful today. Happy May. It's finally May now. So I hope you're doing excellent in this month. We have our nice little mouse here. He's going to be joining us in the month of May. He can just sit right there. There we go. How lovely is that? There we go. So how's everyone doing so far? How has your weekend been? How has your past week been? And how is your month of May so far? My month of May so far, feeling a bit sick, so we'll see how long we can actually go here. We shall see. I don't know if I look or sound sick at all, but maybe. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Who knows? Regardless, I'm doing the best I can. And I hope you are also. Now, the thing that I did today, it would not be what a sick person does. It's like when you think, okay, you're sick. You're gonna be in bed, you're gonna be resting or whatever. No. I'm basically so I get up in the morning, barely got any sleep at all. And I do my laundry. I do my workout, my exercise. A little bit later, I go for a walk. Yeah, these are not all things that you would expect a sick person to do, but here I did it. I did it. So, yes, okay. You know, just how it is. Because also gotta be hydrated. For me, I try not to do alternative schedule. So I like to keep things on the schedule of what I normally do. Oh, look, you can see some of my green chair there. So, whatever my normal schedule is, that is what I do. That is what I keep up with. So, yes. And of course, I do some various remedies and that sort of stuff that can't really mention because it would defy the science. Yes, the science. No, he doesn't talk like that. That is a Dr. Science talking, of course. But anyway. So pretty much the only real issues that I've had, I guess, just being sick here. I guess just there is some like pressure in my head. There's a little bit of mucus, like extremely like runny mucus. The first night, which I guess was last night, I had an extremely sore throat and everything. But yeah, for the most part, doing okay. For the most part, I must say. So yes. Also, I realized last night I didn't drink enough water. I had to drink so much water. And then today I had like a bit of a fever as well, but managing all those things very efficiently, very, very well. So, yeah. Now, yeah, I just, for me also, it's like I always have to constantly be moving as well. So, like last night, this is just something that's just so annoying for me. It's like my body constantly wants to move. It constantly wants movement and action and direction to actually move. That's exactly what happened last night as well. So it's like 2:30 a.m. It's like I can't sleep. I have to exercise. So I'm literally exercising when I'm, you know, a bit sick and sore throat and all that sort of stuff at 2:30 a.m. Because it's like I can't lay here. It's like I just can't. So maybe that's why I feel better than probably I normally would, but who knows? Who knows? Regardless. Regardless. Well, I don't really know much of else to discuss, to be completely honest with you. I was discussing my sickness, which I guess is done. I mean, I don't... That's the thing. It's like normally I don't get sick for too often. Extremely rare. And when it does happen, it doesn't really last too long. Or I should say the symptoms are very minor because of the protocols, the anti-science protocols that I do. So when I follow those anti-science protocols, I feel a lot better, and the symptoms are very, very minor. You know, so. Damodor, great to have you here. How are you doing? 7 chakra personality, solar plexus chakra personality. I'm gonna have to search that up. Let's see what this says. Let's say solar plexus chakra personality. All it's coming up with are just the solar plexus chakra in general. I mean, the description of it is definitely not me, really. I mean, some of it is, but like, spontaneous, definitely not. I'm definitely not spontaneous. You can't really find much of anything about a personality, just the... I don't know. Always hustling, always has to be doing something productive. I try to, but I mean, is exercising at 2:30 a.m. productive, would you say? Exercising at 2:30 a.m., is that productive? If anything, I would say that that's not productive because that's cutting into my sleep time, which I should be sleeping, but I can't sleep. Honestly, the main telling point that I cannot sleep, so here's the thing. It's not that I just have to do the moving and all that sort of stuff. It's like my body is basically communicating with me. It's saying, stop trying to sleep and start exercising, start moving. I don't know why, but it's incredibly annoying. It really is. It's like I cannot lay here and try to relax and go to sleep. And I can feel it mostly in my heart. So this has just been an ongoing issue for a little bit. Just have these, like either a very strong heartbeat to the point where it's just like very strong. It's like boom, boom, you know, it's just, it shakes the bed. And I'm not joking. Or it's like heart palpitations. And it's like, if I move, if I'm moving, if I'm talking, if I'm doing stuff, it doesn't happen. So it's like, I have to have that movement. And if I don't have that movement, my body's like, well, we're just going to do this to you until you start moving. So it's just incredibly annoying. So I don't know. This is I guess the heart palpitations, those are, I don't know why I am experiencing those. That is just something that's just been on and off for the past several months, and it's incredibly annoying. I cannot figure out the cause. I thought, is it a food? Is it a supplement? Is it a deficiency? There's nothing that is correlated whatsoever, it seems. It is incredibly annoying. But I've always had, I guess, like this like strong heartbeat, because I remember like when I was a teenager, and it may be kind of hard to actually explain this, but let me do my best. So my bed is up against the wall, and I would have a heating blanket or a heating pad, and the remote control for that sometimes would go in between the wall and the bed, and it's this hard remote. I would just lay there in bed and I would hear boom, 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 because it's the remote kind of like banging up against the wall in sync with my heartbeat. So it's like, oh my gosh. So it's like, why is it like so strong? Why is it like a boom? It is like an earthquake, so it's like shaking the bed, it's moving the bed to the point where the remote control is just hitting the wall, and it's like, why? Why? So that was when I was a teenager. That was happening, and obviously it's still similar sort of circumstances now. So I don't, 20 years later. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just very interesting. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I guess when it comes to all that chakra stuff, it's like I don't really look up information about that anymore. I really don't. It's unusual. Don't know what to say. Yeah, I have a strong heart. I have a strong beating heart that is so beast-like now that it just gives me palpitations when I try to lay it down and go to sleep. It's like just calm down and just go to bed. And I've had it tested before. I've had it tested before. Oh, there's no problems. So it's like, okay, yeah. Who knows? Who knows what the problem is, but it is very unusual, it's very strange, and that'll probably be like the death of me. It's gonna be some sort of weird thing that happens, and it's like dead. So, oh well. Day straight. And when she did, I get a sniffer feet. Day straight. Boy, you don't need to wait for that. You can just do that now. Gosh, this mouse here. Now, what if I put him here? Can he actually float? Oh, he's like a ghost. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Here's my co-host, Rooster's anus. This honestly looks very funny. This looks very, honestly, it's a little bit hard to actually laugh because when I smile and I start to laugh, it puts a lot of pressure on my head. I guess there's like a lot of like mucus and stuff. My co-host has left me. There you go. He's back. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, we shall be blocking that. We'll bring him back to a normal here. He will. Anyway, so I just think also, so as I mentioned, I really don't get sick often. It's like very, very rare because I usually take proper protocols. If there's someone around me who's sick, I do the anti-science protocols, and for the most part, I don't really get sick. But then when it does happen, it's usually relatively minor. So it's like the fact that I can, going out for a walk and I have just like barely much of any symptoms. I mean, I feel a bit run down and everything. Like I feel a bit tired, but it kind of comes in waves. Like sometimes I'll feel like, oh, I'm just so tired and exhausted, and then I'll have a lot of energy, So, yeah, I cannot mention the anti-science stuff because I just say it would not be good to mention that, but yeah. But I know some people, it's like when they get sick, they get it really bad. That's how I used to be. Like when I got sick, like many years ago, I would not get sick often, but it would usually be pretty bad. Now, because of the stuff that I do, it's like not much of anything. My dad used to rarely get sick, but when he did, it was a run to an ER type of situation. Okay, so it's kind of like the scenario that I just mentioned there. Well, that is very, very sad to hear. Wow, that's absolutely horrible. It really is. The fact that he's being run to the emergency room for sickness, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, fortunately, I guess only one time I've been to the emergency room. And that was when I was a teenager, right? I was like either I guess like 18 or 19? No. Maybe like 19 or 20. I haven't been since. Yeah. Because for the most part, not any crazy stuff happens. Like I've had like injuries before where I've fallen down the steps and I, caused some problems with my ankle. Like I sprained it really bad. I could barely lift it up. I didn't go to the emergency room for that. I just let it heal on its own. Um, because I had two weights in my hand and I was running down the steps and then I fell. It's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I wouldn't do that now. But another exercise that I did, it was like I just like tripped over my shoes and I landed on my side, my whole left side on a hard floor. So I've certainly caused my share of injuries. I've fallen down the steps plenty of times. That is for darn sure. Um, hasn't happened recently. It happened, I guess, the last time it happened was August, September. Fell down the steps, and I fall down the steps, and I land on my like the base of my spine. So it makes my back hurt extremely bad. I can barely walk, but it doesn't happen right away. So, but yeah, it's colds and sicknesses. Not that bad, I guess. Not that bad. Now, Rista, do you ever get a sick? No, laser. My remedy is feet sniffing. That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, I have the energy to go longer, but it's like I don't really know what more else to really dive into. I guess. I don't really know. Okay. I don't really know specifically. I know last week really took it out of me. There was just, oh man, how long was that stream? Like 2.5 hours last week? Last week, I showed all my music. Oh my goodness. It was just, I was overwhelmed. I was not expecting that. That was just so much of music. And this week I've been doing like all the DJ mixes and everything on my computer, and it's like, it's occupying my time. It's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's like I literally now have like made these mixes and they're so like amazing. Like I have a list, like a software that I use to like mix this music together. I guess I can record it, but I don't record it. I just do it like in real time. So it's like some tracks flow really nicely into one another. So I keep note of those. So I'm like making a huge playlist now of the different tracks that just kind of flow into one another, and eventually I'll get around to actually making this like behemoth track. All these different tracks all mixed together, and it's probably going to be like 6 or 7 hours or something. I don't know, but that thing will be like beastly. It really will. The longest mix that I did before, so this was for one of my sister's birthday parties. It was 3.5 hours that I did of, mixing music together, and that was a long time ago actually, but I still have that, and I'll occasionally listen to it. It's like, gosh, that just sounds so amazing. Yeah, 3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours. But yeah, you gotta factor in. I mean, it's like we're talking, this is like DJ mixes, it's remixes of songs, so it is. If you have a standard radio song that is like 3 minutes, that plays on the radio, or like, one of your favorite songs, 3 to 4 minutes long, the remix of it is usually going to be 7, 8, 9 minutes. I think the longest one I have is like 13 minutes long. So if you have multiple tracks that are like averaging like 8 or 9 minutes, just 10 tracks is going to put you over an hour, you know? So if you have like 30 tracks, there you go. That's like 3 hours worth right there. So, but it all depends on the length and everything. So, but it is a lot of fun. It's almost like very comforting to me. You know, it's like I'll put the music on, I'll listen to it, and it's like it's a good coping mechanism. So, going on about video games this week. Yeah, I think probably maybe in a future stream, I'll like just like all my music albums, I'll show off all my video games as well. That will be interesting because I do have a lot of games. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, GameCube, PSP, PS3. Did I say PS2 already? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, video games, that is where a lot of my passion is now too, you know? Because I've always loved video games, and I guess even since I was young, I was doing like let's plays for my sister. It's like, all right, you can watch me play this game when I was a kid. So hey, you know, I am experienced. But yeah, you know, we sometimes do games here. You know, maybe we should try some of the cringe games again. Maybe. What console generation did you stop buying video games? PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 was the last one that I bought some games for. That's probably the one that I have the least amount of physical games, and I have more like digital copies of games. But yeah, that was probably the last one. And when I think about, like, I would say probably my favorite console would be PlayStation 2. I mean, I love PlayStation 1 games as well, but PlayStation 2, there's something about how the games looked, the style, I think was the most appealing to me. So yeah. And I also bought like a bunch of guidebooks for all the games and everything. So what was nice is that I had for PlayStation 3, you could play the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games on it. So that was a lot of fun for me. I could play those games, but the PlayStation 3 was a very loud system, the one that I had, and then it eventually broke. And fortunately, I managed to like transfer all my save data from all of my consoles and systems, like PlayStation 1 save data copied over, except for like one game. I remember that there's one game, or a few games maybe, that I had limited memory card space, and I guess I deleted them. Never, I mean, it was like a 100% completed save, and you can't find it online at all, so. Oh well. But I have a lot of my other saves like backed up, like my GameCube games. Like there's a game that I loved on there that I played for many hours. That I have all my saves backed up, and I can just play it on my computer with my original save, you know? So adult life, well, I wouldn't really say that. It was more so I guess I just didn't really feel the games all that much. Like I found myself playing the older games more. Like I really liked the older games more than I did like PlayStation 3. Like off the top of my head, the PlayStation 3 game like in a disc that I actually liked the most was not even like a console exclusive game. It was it was Bayonetta for the PlayStation 3, and that's like the worst version to play. But that is the only one that I ended up having. So, yeah, I had that, and other PlayStation 3 games. I don't know. Yeah, the GameCube game that I played the most was Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Revolution. I didn't have too many GameCube games either. But all the ones, well, most of the ones that I had were very solid. They were very good games for the most part that I played a lot of. So, especially Resident Evil 4. So, yeah. The GameCube classic. It's called Resident Feet 4. That's right. You know, all this game talk, I think we need to head back to these games that we were playing on YouTube. So we gotta see if there's new ones. So if you remember, there are a lot of games that YouTube, well, YouTube didn't make the games, but they have them on their website, and it's extremely cringy, a lot of them. We should see what sort of new games are here that we can cringe hard with. Just got into Resident Evil 4 remake. Remake. Yeah, you know, I like the original. I'd rather play the original. I really would. Remake may be okay, but I like the original. There you go. 100. 100. Anyway, that's just wish I had like a second monitor for all this stuff. I just have so much stuff. Alright, let's see these cringe games that YouTube has. The remake blows the original out of the water, if you ask me. Ah, yeah, it's very, very different, isn't it? I've seen it, but yeah, for me, it's just like I like old classics. I'm just like that. I like the old stuff. And well, we're about to see some cringy stuff here, so let us be prepared for that now, okay? Here we go. So here's like the YouTube playables, which are literally junk games on YouTube. Let's see how bad these are here. I mean, have they really changed all that much? I mean, they still seem pretty darn bad. I mean, look, here is this ASMR one. I think that's, if my voice wasn't like kind of a bit destroyed, I would do that one. It's like I kind of want to do that ASMR makeover game because it is a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, it's a whole lot of fun. But I mean, it's like, look at all this crap, you know? Oh, look, a dog escape. These are all like trash like mobile games that you would play, you know, on your phone for like 5 minutes and that's it. It's like what is this? Evolution Simulator. Look, you go from 1 to 999. I don't even you know what? Honestly, I don't even have to play the games. I can just look at them. Save Nemo, okay. Isn't that like copyright, you know? You know, I don't think, Deadly Catch. And you know, it's like, look, okay, what is the premise of this game? And you know, when you actually play it, it's probably some like Candy Crush game or something, you know? We had to like put the, you know, it's like, it's a horrible. Now, there are some good games in here, like, yes, Cut the Rope is actually a good game, mixed in with a lot of the other trash. You know, but it's like, this one's also good. I played this one too much. I played this one way too much. Okay, honestly, maybe I should play that one once. I should give that 1 round, maybe 2 rounds. And what the heck is right next to it? What is this? Find out. What's going on here? It's like he has a stomach ache and has to make a dookie, but the cat's laying on the toilet or something? I don't know. I don't know what is going on anymore. Anyway. Say 90% of everything is trash. Indeed it is. You're absolutely right, absolutely right. Books, movies, music, games, it applies everywhere. Exactly. And that is why, I mean, you kind of just made the point there with like Resident Evil Remake. Because the fact that they have to make a remake in order to actually like sell new games, or that, you know, it's like more people are going to buy a remake of a classic game as opposed to like a brand new one. Because there's nostalgia there. So that is why they re-release games. They, you know, do like maybe like re-air shows, like shows that were like old shows. They're like rebooting them, you know. So it's like it's because they can't make new stuff that's as good as the old stuff. It's just kind of like, even like when I talked about like the music, a lot of the music is like old stuff from like the 90s or like the 2000s, you know? It's like current stuff, for the most part, no, I don't really like it. So yeah. Anyway, let's just go a little bit more here. Just want to view a few more Bed Wars. Now, has anyone ever played Bed Wars? You know, is this a trash game? Would you say? I mean, look, it's like this weird shark man and this weird algae tree man with a bat, and they both have sneakers on and they're guarding a bed. I mean, honestly, I don't think you can get peak quality right there. You can't get any more peak quality. I mean, that's like top of the top. I mean, I don't know how bad a lot of these games are. Like these word puzzle games. I mean, this is going to get you to think, obviously. Oh, look, it's like a Bed Wars guy again. Instructions. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, I wanted to play this. You cannot make new good stuff, but a few remakes of video games actually work. It's like the exception that proves the rule or something. Yeah. Yeah, there are a few newer things that actually are pretty good, but not much. You know, it's not much. It's not much. Anyway, let's just try like a round or two of this Words of Wonders. Ah, yes, the relaxing music. I haven't been here in so long. I haven't been here in so long. I have missed it so much. There you go. I get 15 gems. I don't know what the gems are good for here, but oh look, I get 2. How many spins do I get here? Do I get a lot of spins? I mean, look, this is like exciting. I get a lightning bolt. What does that do? Oh, okay, it makes that 280 gems. I don't know what these gems do. I mean, I'm collecting. This is not even a game, by the way. I'm just collecting gems right now. Okay, thank you. 10 gems for me. I get 3 more spins. I don't know why I'm getting so many spins, because it's been so long since I played. Oh, come on, stop giving me the low ones. I want, like, that 280. I got two more spins for this here. Before I can actually play the game. Oh, give me the 100! Alright, last spin. You better give me the 280. I want to be mad. Of course. Okay, 40 is Not too bad, I guess. I see, I don't enjoy many of the new game releases, but the few ones that actually click with me, Disco Elysium, The Forgotten City, and Aegis Rim. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea. I've never played any of them. Are any of them indie games? Because I do like indie games. Indie games are good. Okay, so we gotta sharpen up the Japanese now. Because this is what we're doing. Okay. Choten. There we go. Choten. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but two of them are indie games. Okay. Is it Disco and Aegis Rim? Or the forgot? I don't know. Maybe not the Disco one. Maybe the two other two. Oh. Anyway, the Forgotten City. Ooh. Okay. No, that's not gonna be it. Choten. No. Chon. Okay, let's try this one here. Let's say Tenchi. There you go. Tenchi. I'm not sure what these words mean, but hey, I am learning. Okay, this one begins with Chi. Aegis Rim was made by an established studio. Ah. Vanillaware. Or the games that they make it just kind of vanilla? Kind of plain? Okay, Chiten. There you go. Chiten. What about... No. Chon. No. Shoten. No, Chote. No, okay. Chiten. Already did that one. Cho. There you go. Cho. I think that is a butterfly. If I'm not mistaken. I think. Just gonna do a check real quick. I think Cho is butterfly. Well, Cho is actually a lot of things, but yes, Cho is butterfly. Okay, well, that makes sense for this game. Anyway, let's say Tencho. There we go. Look, one word left. It's gonna be Tencho. No? Okay. Tichon. Okay. Tencho. It begins with T. Tichon. No, Ticho. There it is. Techo. Cho. Ometeto. There we go. Okay. I gotta do one more. Just one more. I don't know what this is. What is this? I don't know what that is. What is that? Whatever it is. Oh, it's like an ad for special guests. Anyway, one more. Because this is too addictive that oh, we gotta find a 3-letter word for this. Too bad Cho is not here. Okay. Three-letter word. There's 4 3-letter words here. Kaeru. Oh, that was not the one. That was not the one. Kaeru. That is to return, I believe. Kaeru. Hikaki? No, okay. Hikaru? Oh, that's not it either. Come on, I want to get the butterfly. Hieru. There we go. I got the butterfly. I got him. Okay. See, we are becoming a genius. Absolute genius. Okay. What does Hikaru? Hikaru. Oh, that is light. That is, yeah. I was like, as I was starting to type it, I was like, okay, yes, that is light. Hikaru. Hikaru is light. Can we do Hikaru here? I mean, yes. I mean, we had that. Yeah, we already did it. We already did it, right? Yes, we did. Okay, wait. We have one more three-letter word here. It ends with Kieru. No, we already did. No, okay, good. Okay, Kieru. Okay. Now we have our five-letter word, so we're going to use all of these. Ikikaeru. No, that's not gonna be it. Oh no, that was it. Okay. Ikikaeru. Okay, two left. Two left. Let's see what we got here. Wasn't expecting to actually play this, but it is a lot of fun always. Ends with eh. Okay, what about Hikikae? Yep, Hikikae. As opposed to Hikikaeru. Okay, last one. Hikaeru. There we go. We did it. Alright, we are done with that. We're done with that for right now. That is a whole lot of fun. Oh, I mean, I just saw a brief snippet of the next one. And I just want to do it. I'm closing it out. Because, yeah. It's, I just want to continue it. Okay. Do you actually acquire vocabulary with that game? That's a good question now, isn't it? That's a good question. So, I guess if I look them up, but I guess because I have some understanding now, it's like I know how some of the words are going to be. So like I'm able to like piece the things together because either it sounds right or it doesn't sound right. So I can kind of piece them together a little bit and just say, okay. So it kind of helps in that way. It's like it helps you, I guess, if I don't know the word, I could look it up, but it also helps me like figure out, okay, this is probably how the word is going to sound and how it's going to actually be. And I'm usually pretty good at actually figuring that out. So, But I guess when it comes to like words that I do already know, okay, so if we think about words that I do already know, like we can say, I wanted to do this a little bit last week, but I didn't really have time talking about like music words. And then because I'm sick now, we can talk about like sick words. What do you say when you're sick? And that sort of stuff, you know? It's like illness, sickness, you know? What do you say? Well, I can speak it. Let's bring out the amazing Google Translate as we do. Move me over there. There we go. Thank you. Let's make this a bit bigger. Bring the sick word. The sick words. Well, let's actually start with something a bit more fun, which is like music. Actually, should we start with the sick words and then go to the music words? Because then it's like, start off with like the bad stuff. You know, start off with like the actual like bad like stuff. I say yes. So, okay. Alright, let me find my key here. Okay. Oh, that's right. That is what I do. Okay, so I press the key on my keyboard and then I can speak and it should pick it up and put it into the Google Translate. Sick words more interesting to me, but I'm a nerd. Okay. So I'll just describe what happened to me yesterday. Kino wa nodo ga itai deshita. Okay. Kino wa nodo ga itai deshita. I had a sore throat yesterday. If I want to say last night. What is last night? Koban? No. Last night. I don't remember. Oh, is it? I don't think it's a word that I learned yet. That's why. Sakuban. There we go. Kino is yesterday, yes, so. Kino. Kino wa nodo for throat, ga itai. That's pain. Deshita, because it's the past. So, kino wa nodo ga itai deshita. Now, if I reverse this, let's see if it transcribes it the same. Okay. Oh, okay. So that is where it's actually that's where it's actually wrong. Okay, that's the tricky thing. This is how you say past for I adjectives. Okay, so kino wa nodo ga itakata desu. Okay, itakata desu. Okay, so this is how you say the past. It's not okay. That I always forget that rule because it's not one that I use too often, but yes, this applies to the rule because this one here, it ends with an I here, so you have to add a kata for past. Yeah, it just I was kind of thinking because if I say this in a casual way, this is like a polite way of saying it, but if I say it in a casual way, kino wa nodo ga itai datta. I believe maybe that is the more casual way to say it, but if I reverse it, it's not going to show that because usually Google Translate just shows the polite versions for the most part. So I had a sore throat yesterday. Okay. Byoki. There you go. Byoki, disease or sickness. Kibun. This is a feeling or a mood if you're feeling bad. You could say, Kibun ga warui. I feel sick. I feel bad. Kibun ga warui. Okay. Does the line above the letter means that you make it longer? Oh, like if you're reading this, yes. Yes, so if I type in, yeah, so it has the line above here, so it'd be Kibun ga warui. Yes, it just extends it out. However, I would not recommend relying on this 100% because I know that this is not always accurate. It really isn't. You want to find a different thing because this is just kind of like when I haven't recognized the kanji before and I just read this, I'm reading it and it's like what are you saying? It's not actually accurate. So it can be accurate, and I think a lot of times it is, but there are plenty of times that what this says is totally different from what it actually says. What it should actually be. We can also type too, if you want to type. Konnichiwa. How do I type? Oh, here it is. Handwriting. So, ito. There you go. Ito. There you go. That's it. No. Back out, please. Okay. How do I? There we go. Look at all these ways of saying people. Hito ga warui. Well, not necessarily he's a bad person, but people. But I think for population, like people. Let's say people. People are bad. Okay, it's the exact same thing that I just said. Hito ga warui. But if I reverse it, okay. Oh, it's because I said ga here, right? But that should not really change the meaning all that much, but I guess it does. To some degree. Let's say, I hear that translating Japanese is very tricky. It depends. Like, for an example, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. There you go. I mean, that's not really accurate, because thank you would be arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. So, arigato is thank you. Arigato gozaimasu is like a more polite way of thanking you. And this one right here, there you go. Now it's finally saying thank you in advance. This is basically what that means. Thank you in advance. Please be kind to me. So it's just a polite thing that you say. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Arigato. Yes. Okay, there we go. I look forward to working with you. There you go. There's another translation. So it depends on the word. So. Okay. So if I say, oh, it wasn't actually. So when I said my throat was sore last night, it wasn't last night. It was actually the night. What day was it? Okay, what day was it now? I'm like confused. It wasn't last. It was not last night that my throat would hurt. Okay, it was Thursday night. Thursday night was when I was starting to feel kind of, ugh. And then Friday, my throat hurt really, really bad in the morning. So, 金曜日の朝は喉が痛いかった。Okay. かったです。Okay. かった。I had a sore throat on Friday morning. 金曜日の朝は喉が痛かった。痛かった。Okay, let's say. 金曜日の朝痛かった。Yes, okay, that's exactly what I said. There we go. 金曜日の朝喉が痛かった。Or 痛かった。Let's see what the lady says.
金曜日の朝喉が痛かった。
喉が痛かった。You know what the hardest one is to say that I oh man, this one is fun to say, okay? Try to practice this. 暖かくなかった。
暖かくなかった。
暖かくなかった。It's so hard. Kinyobi is Friday. Kinyobi is Friday. I guess Friday morning is when I felt sore throat. But yes, this one, 暖かくなかった. So I guess if you're going to look at this, if it's double letters, that means this right here. That means this is almost like a pause of a tongue. So you don't say, so this would be atatakakunakata. So there's like a little pause there. If there wasn't that pause, it would just say atatakakunakata. Kata, not kata. So yes, kata or kata. You know, so you have to have that little pause there. But anyway, there was another one that was very, very hard as well. It's like when you eventually say it enough times, you actually it's much easier. It's a lot easier. But yeah, some of it is kind of like tongue twisters, especially like the ku and ka, and it's like when you're like mixing them all up, and it's like it makes it quite the challenge, I must say. Some of the stuff can be very challenging to actually say. But anyway, we got to go back to the sick words. Okay. So there was one. Okay. So it's so much easier when I can actually visually see it. So having to think about what I want to say now. So I know how to say part of this, but I know it's not quite right. Okay, I'll just say it, I think, the way that I... Okay. So... 今朝は夏買った? No, that would not be it. That would be natsu. Netsu, rather. Netsu. Oh, no. That is what it is. Okay, I got it now. 今朝は熱があります. There we go. 今朝は熱があります. It means I had a fever this morning. Dario Huntado 8742. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing amazing today. And this would be incorrect. It'd be arimashita. Because it's the past. So, 今朝は熱がありました. And if I reverse it, let's see. 今朝, okay, this just puts the comma here. 熱がありました. Okay, so yes, that's correct. So when I can visually see this, it's easy to read, I understand it, but it's like coming up with it off the top of my head is a bit more challenging. It's like I like to write it down. So that's still the hard part for me. Kesa, this is this morning. Netsu, which is this character right here. Netsu. That is fever. And it's a fever when it's this way. Because as you can see, Netsu also means heat. Netsu. Oh, I'm thinking maybe Natsu? Maybe? Yeah. Neshin. Netsui. Netsu. I think this is Neshin, right? Neshin, yes, okay. How do you decide what goes before the particle wa? Okay. So, that's wa and ga. Okay, wa and ga. These are like particles that indicate what the subject is. So, the easiest way that I can probably explain it is I'm So if you say, okay, this is probably a good example. Kare wa handsome desu. He is handsome, okay? So I have the wa here, which means it's basically describing him. So kare is him, and this is what it's describing. So he, and then he is this. But if I put ga here, let's see, it's going to mean the same exact thing. But in the context of the sentence around this, you don't really have the context here. But let's say, for example, there's a woman who like pointed, someone and says, who do you think is handsome? And then the woman would be like, he is handsome. Like pointing to a specific person. That is when the emphasis would be on here. Okay, so ga is almost like you're putting emphasis on the things before it. So it's like he. Whereas if you put wa, then you're putting emphasis on the thing that is after it. Hopefully that is the easiest way of explaining it, because that is that can be a little bit confusing at times, but yes. Watashi wa kawaii desu. Oh, not kawaii, kawaii. Kawaii desu. Notice how, okay. Notice how Nezumi wa kawaii desu. So kawaii and kawaii. Kawaii or kawaii. See the difference? Like, just, oh yeah, it's amazing, right? Kawaii. Kawaii.
Kawaii kawaii.
Kawaii kawaii. Yeah. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. That was a bit of a tongue twister. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Let me actually try to actually say it. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. No. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Okay, I mean that's like the closest. That's the closest. I put too much emphasis on the e, but yeah. I thought kawaii had a double. Well, that was the kanji. Yes, so right there. That would be technically yes. I think maybe I deleted that, but yes. Otherwise, that would be the way you would spell it without the kanji, yes. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. There we go. I got it. No. I did not get it. It's hard to pick up that voice. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. Kawaii? It's not getting it. It's not getting me saying kawaii. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. There we go. Let's see how she says it.
Kawaii wa kawaii desu.
Okay. Let's try it again. Kawaii wa kawaii desu. There we go. We got it. Just that little tiny bit. We just say that, but do Japanese people do tongue twisters? Yes, there were a few tongue twisters. I don't remember. Oh gosh, there was one that someone mentioned to me. I think I have it saved. I'm gonna let me find it. All right, yes, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna do my best to actually say it here. Uri uri ga uri uri ni kite uri uri no koshi uri uri kaeru uri uri no koe. Okay. I hope they got that. It says, let's say, uri uri ga uri uri kite, yes. Uri uri no koshi, okay. Uri uri kaeru, yes. Uri uri no koe, yes. There we go. That was it. So yeah, someone had mentioned that to me, and I actually just said it. So that was fun. Let's see how she says it. Let's see how she says it.
売り売りが、売り売りに来て、売り売り残し、売り売り、帰る売り売りの声。
All right. Say that like 10 times fast, you know? Anyway, we got distracted. We're talking about sickness. We're talking about sickness. Colds. Sickness. Netsu, we got that one for like fever. Byoki for a cold. But actually no. Byoki was Byoki. A disease, an illness. Kaze. No, not kazi. Kaze. Oh, you know what it is? I think it... Kaze. Kaze. Thank you. Okay, so kaze means cold. No. Okay, stop. Okay, but what's interesting, so if you remove this, it means wind. As you can see, kaze, and it's pronounced the same way. Kaze, or kaze. So. Yes. Kaze. Let's see. Kamikaze. Kamikaze? There it is. What was the other one? The other one. Okay. Influenza. Influenza. There it is, influenza.
インフルエンザ。
Influenza. Okay. Any other words here? Got a fever. Okay, cough. Okay, let's say we want to say cough. Kare wa itsumo seki o suru. He is always coughing. He is always coughing. Or, okay, shiteru. Okay, I don't... Could you use suru there? I think so. I think this is... I don't know. Kare wa itsumo seki o shiteru. He is always coughing. He's always coughing. Influenza de wa nai. De wa nai. It's not the flu. It's not the flu. No. Another tough one that isn't the flu. There you go. I mean, another tough one that isn't the flu. Let's see, how come lots of Japanese words are just the English word but with a Japanese accent? Yeah, those are words taken from other languages. Yeah. Like, One of my favorite ones. Engineer. it just looks kind of funny. Engineer. You wouldn't say engineer, you say engineer. So it's kind of funny. It's some of the words can be kind of funny. Or another one of my favorites, cakey. Cakey. That one's also kind of funny. So. Or, I mean, if we want to fill you in on some funny ones here. Coochie. Coochie means mouth. And it means this mouth. Not a different kind of mouth, you know? Nani wa coochie? No, I didn't say that. Nani wa coochie? Nani wa coochie. Nani wa coochie. Actually, I think you would say that as Coochie wa nani desu ka? Okay. Coochie to wa nani desu ka? I don't really understand the toll here. Coochie to wa, I don't really understand that exactly, but yeah. Okay, so that was, I mean, that means mouth, but when we think, you know, it means you know, it is coochie, you know? I'll teach you a naughty one. The naughty one that I learned. Mura mura. Mura mura. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Let's see. More like a cold from the symptoms you describe, yes. Kaze ga arimasu. No. Kaze. Yeah. Kaze ga arimasu. Kaze. The symbol looks like a mouth. Yes, that's how you can remember with coochie. Coochie wa muri muri? Mura mura? Hang on. Coochie wa mura mura? Mura. 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 The translation of this. My mouth is tinkling with desire. Oh my gosh. Is your mouth throbbing with desire? Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay, let me actually reverse this. I want to see what it says. Okay, watashi no kuchi wa. Okay, I don't know this one. Yokubo de. Oh, pita pita. Okay, so pita pita, I guess, is desire. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, no, tingling. Okay, pita pita. Oh my gosh. Oh. Another fun one. Muki muki. Muscular. Muki muki. It doesn't sound like it's muscular, like muki muki. You know, but Muki muki wa mura mura. Okay, okay. If I change it to that, that'd be tall, right? Buff. Anyway, we're doing naughty words here. This wasn't meant to be like this. ASMR tingling. Let's see what ASMR would be. Okay. Let's see how she says it.
ASMR
ASMR. ASMR. Okay, that's a little bit challenging. That's a little bit challenging. A little bit challenging. What other fun words? I don't know. I think that we had a fun time with some of those. I guess for like a few music things as well. Let me try ASMR tingles. Okay, so zoku zoku, zoku zoku kan. The tingles of ASMR. ASMR. No. Okay. Zoku zoku kan. This may actually be like the hardest word to actually say.
ASMR
ASMR. ASMR. That is hard to say. What was the word for tingling? Pita pita? No. No, puda. Puda puda? No, what was that? Pity pity. Okay, that's it. Pity pity. Yeah. Oshiri wa. Oshiri wa pity pity. Oh man. Okay, anyway, this is too nasty for us. So they have katakana and just plain Latin letters. Some. Yeah, some. Like another one would be like GPS.
GPS
That one's easy. GPS. Yeah. GPS. Or another one. T-shirts. Yeah, for t-shirt. T-shirts. Kono t-shirts wa kitanai. This t-shirt is dirty. This t-shirt is Mura Mura. This t-shirt is hot in a, horny type of way. Anyway, we're talking about some like music words. What would be some music words? Okay. So if you want to ask someone what kind of music that they listen to, this is something I like to do. Donna ongaku wo kikimasu ka? What kind of music do you listen to? Donna ongaku wo kikimasu ka? Okay. And a lot of the different types of music are words that are just from like English. Like, for example, roku. Roku. There you go. Rock. Roku. Or other like music is as well. So if you want to say I listen to all music, I don't know if this is exactly correct. Let me actually try. すべて音楽を聴きます。すべて音楽を聴きます。Listen, okay, let me actually reverse this. Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, so this, I don't know any of this right here. So if you want to say maybe I listen to all genres of music, I listen metal, electronic, and orchestra. Okay, so electronic. I guess it depends on the type of electronic. I guess if we keep it as like EDM.
EDM
EDM. You could say. EDM の音楽を聴きます。Listen to EDM, electronic dance music. Kikimasu mura mura. I'm listening. I'm getting turned on. Ooh. SMR を聞きます。Mura mura. How do we go back to that? I don't know. I don't know how we went back to that. But that is funny though. That is funny. Okay. I guess the last thing. Let's say the last thing we want to do maybe with music. Ongaku wo sukurimashita. Sukurimashita. There it is. I made some music. So this is like if you're saying like you used to make music or in the past, like I've made music. Maybe. Guitar. What is the word for guitar? Okay, I think it's guitar. Okay. Guitar o hiku. Play the guitar. Let me see if this is correct. Yes, guitar o hiku. Okay. So if you want to say play the guitar, guitar o hiku. Now, as you can see here, guitar o says hajiku. Let's actually see what she says.
ギターを弾く
Hajiku. Okay. But I also said hiku and it picked it up just fine. Let me actually see, because there could be different ways here. See? Hajiku. Hajiku. Okay, so alright. So here's the interesting thing. Alright. So you can pronounce this right here as either hajiku or hiku. Depending on what you say will have a different meaning, but the characters are exactly the same. If you say hiku, it means to play a stringed or keyboard instrument. I'd say a guitar is a stringed instrument, so I would say hiku, but let's see what the other one says. The other one says, for hajiku, this one means to strum or to pluck the strings of a guitar. So if you're saying guitar specifically, it means you have to say hajiku. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it is those like little rules like that that just make it like so frustrating at times. Obviously I said it and it picked it up just fine. It understood what I meant, and I'm sure if I'm having conversation, it would be understandable. But the fact is, you add that one little G in there, hajiku, because you're playing a guitar specifically. You're plucking the strings of a guitar. I mean, come on. Come on. I like tango and salsa music may have that effect. Oh. So you like to Odori ga daisuki. You like to dance. Okay, this one. Odoro no ga. Okay, daisuki desu. Okay. Odoro no ga. Okay. A little bit different there, but it is the same principle. Okay. Electric guitar or acoustic guitar? I would say personally I would like it depends. I like both. When it comes to music, I think both have their own different values and interests, you know. Okay, one more sentence and then I think that's going to call it because yeah, starting to feel a little bit run down a little bit. Just a little bit. Music. So would this be correct then if I say piano o hiku? Play the piano. Now, hiku. Would that be correct? Hiku as opposed to hajiku. It is. So hiku for piano, hajiku for guitar. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Piano no hiku wa mura. Okay. What is this trade? Okay, piano o hiku to undo ni something. Oh no, okay, no. Shodo, okay, so shodo ni. Okay, the urge. MC. The urge. Mura mura ga arimasu ka? Actually, I think they would say you mean the urge. So hang on. No. Okay, Kolfun. Shiteiru? Kolfun. Are you excited? Okay, so let's see. Kolfun. Let's see if another meaning for that is getting... Why are we doing these nasty words? Kolfun. Excitement, stimulation, arousal is a definition, but honestly, muda is a better word. Ever since I learned that, we're just using it all the time here, you know? Anyway, I think that is going to do it here. That was a lot of fun. We learned some words and then we just played around too much. We really did. We just played around a bit too much. Anyway, I am going to be heading off here now. My throat is getting a bit more sore, but I'm going to use that word a lot. Yeah, muda. No one will have a clue what you're saying. And you're like, ooh, I feel muda. It's like, ooh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Anyway, thank you all so very much for tuning in today, Dario, the Mendor, anyone else who may be watching and not commenting, or whoever else. Thank you for tuning in today. I am going to rest a little bit later. I'm not really tired, and I can already feel it. I can already feel something here. If I lay down, it's going to be like, nope, You gotta get up and start exercising. I'm like, no. It's so annoying. And I went walking today. I guess I should have ran. You know? Anyway. Anyway, bye boys and ladies. I'll see you next time. So hopefully I will see you next Saturday. And if not, if I'm busy, whatever, then take care. Have a great one. And I shall see you all again soon. Thank you for joining us for this silly broadcast. I went on much longer than I thought. I was thinking an hour. So anyway, take care. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.